what's happening. So yesterday I got pulled over again. I come around this bend, there's a police car here at the lights. I decided to slow down, take it easy, squeeze in behind him, didn't even want to cut in front of him. And there was a reason why. Yeah, they usually pull me over for my plate. It's slightly smaller than whatever you get when you buy a new bike. Anyway, light turns green, we go straight on. So there's a small shortcut here on the right hand side. I don't know if you can see up front, the light just went red. This one went red as well. Well, anyway. So usually when this light is red, it's exactly what the bike in front of me did. You go in here, there's no sign saying you can't do it, just what the cycle did. You go around that bend, you come out here, you've avoided the light, so there's nothing illegal about it. Unfortunately, the cop, yeah, obviously he stopped at the light, I overtook him. By the time I got here to this light, he was flashing his light, sounding his horn and everything. He got me to pull over, gets out the car, comes towards me, and he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, for pulling in and out. And he says, yeah, that's stupid and dangerous, he goes. And before he even got to say anything else, I told him, look man, there's no signs, there's nothing to say it's an illegal move. So as far as I'm concerned, I've done absolutely nothing illegal. And then I just stopped talking, I put my hand up and I said, look, I don't want to argue, so yeah, do whatever you want to do. He just nodded his head, turned around and just walked away, and I'm thinking, what do I do now? I'm confused. Do I go? Do I stay? Are you going to write me up? Should I just go? Yeah, so anyway, I just put it into gear and I just left. I mean, no offense, man, but I was doing nothing illegal. Now, I know you might not agree with what I've done, but again, it's not against the law. I really, really dislike cops that pull people over nothing. Like, I mean, there's so much crime going on in London on a daily basis. Moped thieves, I don't know, drug dealing and everything else. And the only guy he finds to pull over is me. Why? Because I wasn't even speeding or doing anything illegal. I just pulled in and out and that's it. At the end of the day, he was a nice guy because he could have looked around the bike and just found things to give me a fine for, but I don't know. He wasn't in the mood for it. I wasn't in the mood for arguing, so I guess he just left it there. So mate, if you're watching this, thank you for letting me go. But again, I was doing nothing wrong, man. Just, yeah, there's so many bikes doing so many illegal stuff on a daily basis. I mean, people flying past me while I think I'm flying past someone else. And yeah, they pull me over. I mean, it's the second time they've pulled me over in a month. A few weeks ago, another cop in his own car, in his private car, he pulls up next to me. I'm doing 50. Car in front of me, just like now, like this bus. I'm sticking behind the car. I can't overtake it. It was a two-lane freeway, two-lane highway, whatever you want to call it, similar to this one, but 2 lanes. He pulls up next to me, undertakes me, pulls in between the car in front of me and myself. So I have to hit the brakes and everything. Then I decide, you know what? I'm not gonna get into this. So I pull into the slow lane once it turns into 3 lanes. After 2 minutes or something, I get the car in front of me, a lorry behind me. So I felt a bit boxed in. So I decide to move back into the middle lane. The guy who sees me doing that, he pulls in next to me. So obviously I pulled the throttle, accelerated, got in front of him, pulled away slightly over the limit, maybe slightly. He proceeds to chase me, starts flashing me, indicating stuff. I'm like, mate, I'm not gonna pull over. What's wrong with you? I was doing the speed limit. Pulls up next to me again, puts his window down, starts flashing his badge and everything and saying, oh, pull over, pull over. So I pull over with him, jumps out the car, really, really annoyed with me. What do you think you're doing? Driving recklessly? I could take away your license, take you to court, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And he just keeps going on and on and on and on until he notices the camera on my chin. Obviously, I had the camera on the back of the bike as well. And I'm like, do you mind if can I speak as well? Can I say my opinion of things? And he's like, yeah, go on, go on. Really aggressive, man. Like, really, really aggressive. I don't know what's wrong with cops nowadays. And I'm like, mate, you've undertook me. You've boxed me in. You cut in front of me. I felt my life was in danger, so I decided to pull away from you. If you wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have sped away or anything like that, because he was saying I was speeding. And I think he realized I had him on camera. I didn't. Both my cameras were off, unfortunately. I think my front one had ran out of battery. The rear one had no space on the SD card. Anyway, he didn't know that. He was in the wrong and I was in the right. So he's like, well, do you know what? If you want to argue it, we can always take it to court and we can argue there. I would book you in, but I'm late for a meeting, so I'm just going to let you go. And I'm thinking, let's just leave it there. Can't be bothered to argue with this guy. So yeah, off you go, man. I remembered his plate, so next time I see him, I'll make sure I say hello. Yeah, that's it, man. Just ride safe, man. Just try to stay away from cops. Do you know why? Because they're always gonna find something wrong with you, whatever you do. Now, luckily, I had my cameras on both times this month, and yeah, they couldn't do anything because I was in the right. But otherwise, I guarantee you, the guy yesterday, he would have done something to book me, man. He would have definitely found something to find me with. Yeah, that's why. Try to have a camera on, ride safe. If you see cops, just slow down, man. It's not worth the hassle and the arguments and everything else. Anyway, peace out.